Okay, so today's daily dose was quite different than yesterday's, and I have some definite reasons why I think that's so. But before I just dive right in, let me say this: I posed the question yesterday. I said, what do you guys want today's question to be about? And men and women alike, I got several responses, and almost every single one of them wanted it to be about why women seem to settle or be happy being the side chick these days. So I took that question and kind of expounded upon it a little bit, and here was the question that I posted today. It was, do you believe the common sentiment that more women than ever are satisfied being the side chick? And if you think so, why? Or is it possible that, like a lot of other things, the side chick term is something that the media outlets and the social media outlets have kind of, you know, just latched onto and use it to bring about division amongst us? And the responses were varied and really just kind of like they were kind of upset sometimes. Like, I was surprised not so much by what was being said, but how it was being said. Um, People were using the words, bitches and stupid and hoes and just very judgmental, very harsh in discussing the topic. And I found that to be interesting. And here's why I think that that's the case. I think that most of us associate the side chick or the side man with our hurt from our previous relationships, right? So that automatically makes us judgmental of that person. It automatically makes us condemning of that person and their choices. There's automatically something wrong with what they're choosing because it reminds us of the hurt that we felt when somebody else chose it before. In my opinion, right? Maybe not, but that's just what I'm picking up on, the energy that I'm getting from the answers that we got today. So, um, there were some of you guys who said, hey, it's when women let their little girl insecurities come out and then that's what they choose and they settle. There were others of you who said, hey, look, some women choose this because they simply don't want to be in a significant relationship. It's convenient for them. It works. There were other people that said, hell, there's the ratio is 7-1 and in terms of, women to men. So somebody's got to be the side chick. So it just is, it's just reality. And you guys were all over the place with it, right? And I don't really know. I don't know that there's a concrete answer. First of all, let me say this. Do I think that there are more side relationships these days than ever? No. I just think that we live in a very small world thanks to the internet. So, and we live in a world where it's okay to talk about the dirt. It's there's no judgment, or if there is judgment, nobody gives a shit anyway. So we feel free as a people, I think, to express things that maybe before would have gotten us branded as, unacceptable and not ladies or whatever the case may be. And so I do think that is the case now, would I also say that women's liberation or women's evolution into a greater sense of equality has also come with it this mindset that it's perfectly acceptable for a woman to not only have multiple partners, but to choose to be with somebody who she doesn't necessarily want to marry. When, that used to be the stigma, way back was, heck, you just didn't do that. And so I think with progression has come a different level of acceptance and behavior. Now, having said that, let me say this. I don't think the side chick or the side dude is the problem. How about that? The problem is the person in the relationship. Like, I think we're all judging the side chick and the side man because they're settling. And to be quite honest, if they're settling for something, if they're truly settling for something, it's because there's something lacking within them. It's not about you. It's not about the person that's in the relationship with the person they're seeing. It's not about that at all. It's about the place where they are in their life and what they find acceptable for them. And quite frankly, I don't know who I am to really judge that. I can say whether it works for me, right, in certain situations, but I can't really judge somebody else's situation. What I can say is the responsibility is not on the side chick. It'd be great if we all just said, oh, that just crosses the moral compass and that's just totally unacceptable. And no one ever did it. No one ever trespassed on their neighbor's yard. But if that were the case, seriously speaking, if we're going to go all the way back, right, then God wouldn't have said there needs to be a commandment that says thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's wife. Apparently, he knew we were going to be tempted to be side chicks and side men and side whatever. Just saying. So, since we know that we're human beings and that perfect level of commitment isn't going to be there, then I think that we have to be careful who we choose to be in relationships with. Now, let me say this. I said this back in the summer, and I totally believe this is true. The problem is that we are with people. Here's the thing. People only stay committed to you when they want to. And when you're the motivation for their commitment, it's going to fluctuate with how they feel about you in the moment. If I'm married to you and I'm happy with you at the moment and you're doing what I think you ought to do and love is great and love is grand and it's butterflies and roses and kisses, then hell, I'm good and there's no side chick or side man on the scene, right? But if I haven't learned that the love I have for you it can't be my desire to be committed to you can't come from wanting to do it for you. I have to learn to want to do it for me, right? Then it will always fluctuate like that. I have to learn that I want to be a certain type of human being and conduct myself in a certain manner because that's what I deserve as a human being, whether I'm in a relationship with you or not. Just saying, guys, when the motivation comes from external, it is always temporary. When the desire to change or to be a certain way comes from the internal, it is consistent. And that's just what we know to be true. That is the root of the side chick, side man issue. Like we always want to say, oh, well, I don't know, it's because of our music and it's because of our TVs and it's because of this. I hate to tell you, people were cheating when Leave It to Beaver was on. Seriously. Like Cosby's too. I'm just saying. People have always been doing what they're doing. It's just we talk about it more and it's exposed more. And hell, we have TMZ. So what do you expect, right? So I think the thing that I would love to see us get to is this place where we don't judge each other so harshly, where we learn what real love means, real love of self means. And I hate to say the word real love because it's been twisted. What I would say is pure love or true love. Those are two different things than real love, I think, because there's just this, we don't really, I don't know, we've used that and I don't think we really know what that means. So do I believe that some women are okay being in side chick relationships because it requires less commitment, less headache? Hell, they don't have to worry if he's cheating. They already know he is. Yeah, right? So there's no drama. Now, the main chick, on the other hand, which I hate to say this, there is no such damn thing as a main chick. You're both side chicks. Jeez, I don't get that. Like, I'm the main chick because he buys me more things or he spends the holidays with me. People who are in real relationships knows that the holidays aren't the days that matter. It's the days in between. Hello. So if you're the chick he only spends the holidays with and the other days when he can do anything he wants to do, he's spending with the side chick, you might really be the side chick. Something to think about. I don't know how I got there, but I'm just saying. So we get caught up in main chick, side chick, this chick, that chick, and completely miss the point. We completely miss the point. We need to be in tune with this chick, our own chicks, and be okay with just and I put this on a status yesterday and I firmly believe this. When you get to the place where you can absolutely 100% see yourself being happy if it's just you, with you from here on out, then you will not hold on to things or people that are not meant for you or that have exceeded their time stamp in your life. And you'll be okay letting them go. Until then, we'll have side chicks, side men, main chicks, main men, and a whole bunch of brokenhearted, angry, judgmental people. Just my opinion.